G'day everyone, welcome to GLOBEXPLORERS.com. My name is Tyson Cable and this is the projects tutorial. This is probably the most important section of the website, so I'm going to be quite careful about each of the steps in this tutorial. I'm just going to log in from the splash page. I'm going to log in with Facebook because my email matches Globe Explorers and Facebook, it's the same. And then I'm going to go to projects, which requires you to be logged in, but I've just logged in, so I'm going to go there now. Close that. Okay, so what you'll see down the bottom in the projects toolbar is there's 4 general options. The main ones are create project and open project. When you create a project using that button, you can see that there's 3 different types of projects. One's an active, one's a past, and one's a general. The difference is that an active project is something that you're about to start or are doing right now, and a past project is something which you've completed and you've come back, you finished whatever it is that you're doing. And then general project is more of a basket to catch all the information that you might have that's unlinked around all your travels. So one piece of information might have nothing to do with another piece of information. It's just a catch for everything that you can think about from different experiences you've had across the world. So that makes active and past projects, they're about linking the experience together. So if you've traveled in one continuous travel from one place to the next and recording it in a chronological sequential order, that's what active project and past project is for. So I'm going to create an active project. I'm going to call it Tyson Demo number 1. It's just something to demo for you. The purpose is not that important at this stage. It's just gives people an idea of what type of, whether you're professional or serious, whether you're just casual or just whatever type of purpose you have when you're traveling. So I'm going to say it's a humanitarian project, and I'm going to choose the travel type, the vehicle type. I'm going to say motorbike. Just by the way, the vehicle type is important for explorers, the explorers section in this website. The different types of vehicle that you choose changes the icon and the color, and when people look at all the front page types of projects, they can sort through those projects by the vehicle type. If you have started with a motorbike and you've got a 1 month through project and you've trashed your bike and you've ended up having to change the way to a push bike, for example, when you open your project, you can go to project details and change the vehicle type to, say, a push bike instead of a motorbike, if that's changed. Okay, so the current member is going to be me. That's me logged in, so that's what that's going to be. I'm going to add another member for this one. Joe Blog. They're mechanical and they're 24. I'm going to save them. I can keep on saving. I think there's up to 5 people you can add to a project. If I want to delete him, I can just click on the member and I'll delete them from that list. So the budget is 10,000. You can choose the currency. All the main currencies are able to be chosen here. I'll choose Australian dollars. A sponsor, I don't have any sponsors, so I'm not going to put one in there. Start and end date, just going to choose whatever. Facebook ID, Twitter ID. These are, by the way, these aren't the full URL for Facebook, so it's not facebook.com/ whatever your Facebook ID is. It's just whatever is the / your name in Facebook or your shortened address in Facebook. Don't add the full shebang. Okay, so that's that for Twitter and Facebook. Otherwise, if you have your own blog or your own website, you can put that in there with www whatever, and then it'll go in there. The draw planned route is something which you can do either here or you can do it in a planner. So if you've got a plan and you've done a planned route and then you import it into projects, that will automatically be filled out by that plan that you've imported. You can also add equipment list, talk about what you've got in your backpack or what you put in your car or what type of stuff you've got on your motorbike. You can just add to that and save it. But I'm going to draw a plan route, so I'm just going to say I'm going from here, planning to go through the Sahara up here, and let's say I'm going to finish in Algiers. Okay, so that's my plan route. Now that's done, I can create the active project. Oop, I forgot to put the vehicle type in there, so I'm going to say a KDM 690 Enduro R. Create active project. And there we go. Okay, so now it automatically opens that project. So the planned route is red, and if I start to add my actual route, I'll do that by left clicking my mouse, and that adds the actual route. Now if I like, I can, I've gone a different way in this example. I'm going towards Morocco instead. Okay, so I've just left clicked across the map, and if I want to delete, just right click on the waypoint, and if I want to add in between, I just left click on the route and I add a waypoint in between. Now you can drag and drop the waypoints as well. So I'm going to save that now. So in projects there's 11 types of data. You've got your route, and then you've got your 10 types of travel data, and those are blogs, photos, videos, music, documents, shipping, alerts, information, accommodation, and street food. So you right click on the map to pull up this small selection tool, and then you choose the one that you want. So I'm going to choose travel document. I'm going to say border crossing. Whoop. And the location, the location sometimes is automatic, so if you drop the pin directly over something which Google recognizes as a location, it will import that location into this section. But if you're out in the desert, like I've dropped in the middle of nowhere, it won't come up with something, so I have to add something. So I'll just say desert area. Got to choose the travel document types. I'll say carnet de passage, which is like a passport for the motorbike, and I'll say needed to use the carnet to cross the border. No worries. So these are all mandatory. Keywords isn't. I'll just save that. Now if I want to drag and drop this, I can move this location. So if I want to zoom right in and say actually the border crossing was there, and I'm going to move this there as well, then you can. Might want to save that, and so you can just continue this process over and over again. If you want to add something here, I can add there's an alert. Sit there and say bad roads. Whoops. And location is national park. Might have been security, or let's say weather. Heavy rain made dirt road slippery. Save that. So in this way you just continue it across your trip, and you can add the information as you go. So that's that. So if you want to, I've just said before that you can, once you've opened a project, you can change the project details. So it's open, so it gives me that option. I can go in there, I can say, oh, now I'm in a car, and that'll change in Explorers the icon from a motorcycle to a car. I'm just going to keep it like that. Okay, now if you want to use these general general functions that are across most of the website, you can just type in Marrakesh, because that's where I want to go. Type that in from the list, click it from the list, and there I am. I'm in Marrakesh, and I can move this over here. Okay. Now, if you think you're done and you want to share this to Facebook, and people go, "Oh yeah, now I see what you've done," just click F share. It'll automatically save your progress, and it will produce a map of what you've done, like a screenshot even. So it just takes a moment. If you try to do this with ad blocker active, it won't let you do it. Okay, so this map hasn't loaded fully, but we're working on that, so that's a known bug. You just sit there and say test, and then post to Facebook, and it will post it to Facebook. Okay, so if I went to Facebook now, it'd definitely be there. Otherwise, you can sit there and click on copy the link. You can grab that, and then you can manually put it into Facebook, but it won't come up with an image. It'll just come up with the link address of Facebook. It'll be a GLOBEXPLORERS style screenshot. Okay, so that's projects, and that's the end of the tutorials. So if you have any questions or any comments, please go to the home section here. Please go to the home section, submit your ideas or report any bugs so we can make this a better website. Thank you.